You're probably already familiar with Excel, so I won't get into a whole bunch of how Excel works. What I will get into here is showing you why this template is a great addition to your arsenal of Office applications. As you know, Excel is a very powerful tool, and I've taken advantage of a lot of the technology in Excel to develop this template where it automatically generates a Gantt chart based on the timing that we have put in for calendar days, work days, and percents complete. And then each one of them tied together with the tasks that you have on the left-hand side. With this template, start by entering the project name and then your company name here. The next thing you can do is go to your start date. For this example here, let's put in June 1st, 08, and for today's date, let's put in June 16th, 08. What I want to point out here is that the schedule is built on a week basis, or as we see it, it's a weekly basis, Monday through Friday. Now, because we put the start date being on June 1st, which is a Sunday, that means that this week is going to start on that day, and we're only going to see Monday, which is the 2nd. Today's date up here is the 16th, and you'll notice that there's a red bar now at the 16th. Now this will change based on what we put in here. So if we put in the 20, or let's say the 8th, you'll notice that it's not shown because it's a weekend day. It's either a Saturday or a Sunday. Let's say we go 2808. Again, it won't show. Now let's say we put it on to the 18th. There it is again. I like this feature for two reasons. One, it really shows me quickly where I am in the schedule. And two, I can use it for critical path items. Let's say there was a critical path item that was due on July 3rd. Oh, wrong date there. I could use this to really identify to whoever is looking at the schedule that this is a day that's very important to us. For right now, though, and for most parts, I use it just for showing today's date. You may be familiar with the outline function in Excel. If you look over on the left-hand side here, you'll see these weird looking objects, a plus and minus sign. Right now, it's just all minuses. What this allows us to do is to take these tasks and really simplify them. For example, in many cases, I don't necessarily want to show my clients all the items that are under a primary task heading. For this case here, it's general conditions. So let's say I wanted to put together a schedule or print a schedule and show it to the client, but not show them all the intricacies of each particular task heading. I click the one at the top here, and it minimizes all of those other items. They're gone, but not really gone. They're just hidden right now. Let's say we wanted to show them the general conditions. We just click the plus sign, and there's the general conditions. We scroll down, and there are the rest. Click the 2 sign, the 2 number, and it opens up everything again. It's all there. While we're scrolling around here, I don't know if you noticed, but the headings stay the same. The weeks stay, the column headings stay. Everything at the top of this stays in one spot, so we are makes it easy to track the task items. If you scroll the bottom, though, it moves the whole sheet. I didn't like that, so I put in a scroll bar here where it would allow the Gantt chart to scroll on a week-by-week basis, but still be able to keep your task items here. Moving into task items, each column above these tasks has a little red mark in it, and each red mark has got a little bit of additional information about those columns and what you can do to use those columns. And speaking of help, notice this help button here takes you right to help at the bottom where there's some common questions and answers. Click the back button and it'll take you right back. In the task items, depending on which schedule you have, whether it's the commercial, the residential, or the blank schedule, you can modify, edit, add, take away any of these task items that you want. You start with the task items. The number doesn't really mean anything. It's whatever numbering system you want to use. I like to keep it simple. So here's 1.1, receive notice to proceed and sign contract. The start date is automatically generated, so you don't have to adjust that date. You do not have to adjust this date. The important area is the duration days. Now right now this is built based on a calendar day system. If we know that this scope of work, this task item, is going to take 10 days, and I put 10 days in here, it really shows us that we only have 7 working days built into the schedule for this particular item. So what you have to do is adjust this so that you can come up with the 10 days of working items. Now I just guessed that it was 14 days. This does not include weekends. This excludes weekends. It only counts weekdays, work days rather. So it's really going to be 14 calendar days to perform this particular task. Now check this out. When I zero this out, notice what happens on the right hand side here. It's all orange. The days complete is 0. And we have 14 calendar days remaining. Now let's say we get 30% through. What happens? Check it out. This automatically turns to blue, lets us know that we're done. These are still orange, they're not done yet. We still have time left on that particular task. We've already finished 4 days and we have 10 days left. Okay? Now this automatically works for all the task items, no matter which ones you look at. We zero them all out. And notice that the main heading up here changes as well. Go back through, and it's automatically adjusting. Both the Gantt chart and your percent complete for this overall task is adjusted automatically. You can easily copy and replace or add rows by simply selecting the row that you want. I usually start with a subtask. I right click, copy, and then insert it wherever I want by right clicking on that row. Insert copied cells, and now it's there. The numbering system is not working correctly, but that's okay. What I do is highlight the cells above, and to keep the counting going, I move down, grabbing that little bar on the left or the right hand corner, and it counts. And I do the same thing over here on the dates too. Not the first date, but the second date down. And grab that little mark and drag it down. That ensures that the function of that cell works correctly. Now everything else will work just fine. And now you've got a new task. It's as easy as that. So that's it. You've got it figured out. This thing is easy. I love it. It makes it easy for people to learn how to use. It's very fast. And the best part is, you save thousands of dollars by not having to buy the expensive software to develop simple, quick, and professional looking schedules. Finally, if you ever have any question, we're always available. The only key is that you put in the subject line help for your template schedule, and we'll help you out. It gets through our spam filters, and we're done.